Okay, the first exercise is exercise 1A, and that involves simply putting your middle finger and your ring finger on the first, second, third fret, middle finger on the thickest string here, ring finger on the thinnest string, making sure that your fingers are kind of pointing angle towards you and you're playing slightly on the sides of your fingers as well. And then you just leave that shape on and then go and do something else. Go and watch TV, go and talk to someone on the phone or talk to someone you live with. But just, yeah, or check emails and then just leave that shape on. And then what this does is it trains, it gets you to develop that stretch which you need between the middle and ring fingers in order to play the G chord. So that's exercise 1A. Okay, exercise 1B, very similar. Again, middle and ring fingers on the first, second, third fret. And what you do here is you put your middle and ring fingers on the thickest and thinnest strings, like so, angle towards you, and then you just simply bounce on those strings. You keep your fingers in contact with the strings at all points, at all times, and then you just simply bounce like so. Exercise 2A, middle and ring fingers again on thickest and thinnest strings, and then what you do here, middle finger is going to stay on throughout, but your ring finger is going to come off and on like so, whilst your middle finger stays on. That's exercise 2A. Exercise 2B, same again, middle and ring fingers on thickest and thinnest strings. Here your ring finger stays on throughout, and your middle finger is going to be the one that comes off and on like so. Exercise 3, here you're going to have your middle finger now not on the thickest string but the next thickest string, the A string, and your ring finger is going to be on the thinnest string on top E again. And what you do here is you just simply alternate landing your fingers on these two notes. And what happens here, what we're looking for is for the fingers to be coming off and on at the same time. So that as that finger comes on, the ring finger comes off. As the ring finger comes on, the middle finger comes off, and so on. That way you never have both fingers on at the same time. It's very important to get this exercise right to make sure that you do that. What you do here, what can happen is sometimes you have your middle finger on, then your ring finger lands and you temporarily have both fingers on, and then you take your middle finger off, and then you put that down, and then both fingers are on again for a second, and then you take your fingers off. That would be wrong. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for both fingers to be to never be on at the same time, like so. Okay, exercise 4, very similar to exercise 3, but this time your middle finger is on the thickest string and your ring finger is here on the thinnest string. And here, again, you alternate between the two, making sure your fingers are never both on at the same time. As your middle finger comes on, your ring finger comes off. As your ring finger comes on, your middle finger comes off. It's like so. Exercise 5 is as follows. Your middle finger is going to stay on throughout on this thickest string here. It's not going to stay on throughout, so it's always going to play, it's always going to land on that string, and your ring finger is going to alternate between these two strings here and here. So that looks like this, a middle, ring, middle, ring. So you can see the ring finger is alternating, landing on different strings each time. Again, make sure that your fingers are never both on at the same time. Exercise 6 is very similar again. This time, though, your ring finger stays on this string here, or will always be playing that note there, landing on that note there, and your middle finger will alternate between these two strings. So that looks like this. as you can see. So make sure that your fingers are never both on at the same time. And the final exercise involves all three fingers playing the notes or landing on the notes of the G major chord itself, starting with your ring finger landing on this note here on the 3rd fret, middle finger on the thickest string there on the 3rd fret, and then your index finger landing on there. You do this: ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring, middle, index, ring. And again, make sure that you never have more than one finger on at any one time. So as one finger comes on, another finger comes off.